Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ed from VinylAlbumCovers.com, and I'm finally alone. After 5 episodes of The Front, now you just have to deal with me, don't you? Welcome back to Slept On. You know what we do here. We talk about songs by artists that you might have missed. It happens. What are you going to do, right? So today, we're going to talk about DeBarge again. Now, I know that we have talked about him before. There's another episode. If you click the description link, you'll find it. We talked about a song that was on his Heart, Mind, and Soul album, which is phenomenal. Like, the whole record is great. If you don't have it... But for this particular episode, we're going to talk about In the Storm, the record that preceded it. It was released in 1992 on the Warner Brothers label. And this was the record where he kind of really came into his own as an artist. The first record was decent. That was the DeBarge album that had Who's Johnny on it and Someone and a couple of other things. But it very much felt like a record company driven, give me a hit kind of thing. And it was a bit all over the place. It was really pop. And worst of all, it didn't feel like him. A little of it did, but most of it didn't. He just kind of felt like the singer coming into a pre-existing tunes rather than L being himself. By the time we got to Gemini, that felt a whole lot more like him. And it's a good record. There's some really good stuff on that album. Highly encourage listening to it. Let me look and see before I go down this road. I want to say that it's here. You know what? It's not. And how strange is that? But it's not here. Very weird. That record's not here. The Gemini album is not available for streaming. That's strange. It's the only one that isn't. I don't get that. It's a great record. It really is. And it's worth listening to. Darn it. Maybe I should have covered something from that. I'm not doing it, so it's not the one I'm ready for. But I am absolutely ready to cover here. Right? I absolutely am ready to cover In the Storm. There we go. I knew it would come out if I just kept fighting for it. As I said, In the Storm was released in 1992 on the Warner Brothers label. And a lot of it was co-produced by Maurice White and produced by him, actually. L did a lot of work on it, but we're going to talk about a song that was not done by either of those incredible individuals. We're going to talk about a song that was written by Keith Crouch. Written and produced by Keith Crouch. You know Keith Crouch from the beginnings of Brandy's career. But before he did that, he worked with a lot of other people, and DeBarge was one of those people. So what we'll do now is you'll notice that I magically have my earbuds in. It's because I forgot to put them in before I started, to be quite honest with you. So you've seen the result of an edit, although I'm sure you can tell. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into this one. I'm excited for you to hear it if you haven't already heard it. And then we'll kind of talk about it afterward. And you know what we do here. You're not new, right? So let's go ahead and get into this. This is DeBarge with My Heart Belongs to You from 1992, the year I graduated high school. Ouch.
Crash your party, baby. Rain on your parade, on your love affair. In the picture at the wrong time. Honey, ask me if I even care. Such a shame about your mission, baby. Been running round town like I'm half insane. Ain't no one but love is to blame. I guess that's what it does to me. Can I help it still my heart belongs to you? After all the ups and downs that we've been through, still I'm into you. My heart belongs to you. Can I help it still my heart belongs to you? After all the ups and downs that we've been through, still I'm into you. My heart belongs to you. Can I help it still my heart belongs to you? After all the ups and downs that we've been through, still I'm into you. My heart belongs to you. Let me stick my love in your eye, baby, so you can see me coming. Yeah, I'm funky now. Wait a minute, hold up, keep moving. I just want to get out there and do my thing, baby. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am.
Hey guys, so it's been a couple days and I decided to do an addendum because I found some information. So I've got my phone here. I didn't want to leave it like that because I was not, while I love the song, I was not exactly a fountain of information about it. But I do have some information now and I wanted to share it with you because I was wondering who was doing those backgrounds. In truth, when I got done with the video, I started looking for both the 12-inch of My Heart Belongs to You, which I've owned since it came out, and then the In the Storm album, which I got a bunch of years later, actually. I don't know what happened. I couldn't find either one. I don't know where they went. It's the strangest thing. Like, I looked where my records were. I have a lot of them, as you know. You can see evidence of that on the site. It's not there. I don't know what happened with that. It's possible that a friend may have ended up with it, but I don't think so. But I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where it is. It's just gone. So the copy that you see on the website, the copy you see in this video isn't mine, unfortunately. It came from Discogs, and boy did I have to clean that thing up in order to make it viewable, because it looked terrible on Discogs. It happens that way just because of the way they compile things and the sources that they use. They don't have a choice, so no shade to Discogs. Love them dearly. But I also couldn't find my CD, and the CD would tell me exactly, like the liners would tell me exactly who played on it and all that other good stuff. And I always look at liner notes. I'm a big reader of liner notes. Thank you, Zoe. But I was reading liner notes before I even knew about you, so there. But I just had to throw in that bad Zoe plug. Anyway, but I did manage to find some information. I was looking on eBay looking for liner notes on Discogs itself. Nobody had liners for this album, which is very, very unusual. And there was one page, I forget which one I went to, where I found like the first page of the liners, so I could see how they were laid out, and I could tell that if I could get to the page where My Heart Belongs to You was on, I would get all the information I was looking for. But nobody had that page. I couldn't get past page 1. It was madness. I'm telling you, madness. But I did manage to dig up some information from Wiki, which I don't typically use, but this absolutely appears to be the right thing, and I can't find anything to dispute it. So as I said initially, all of the instrumentation was basically Keith Crouch and Kenneth Crouch. All of the backgrounds were done by the Juice Crew, which is kind of fun, of which Keith Crouch is a part. But then there's also Jimmy Abney, Andrew Brown, and then Kenneth Crouch. They did all the backgrounds on the song. I think Elle probably did some too. I think I can hear him in the choruses. But the fun parts are the Juice Crew. Like that stuff's fun, and all the little asides here and there. A lot of that's them, but it sounds great. And so yeah. So basically, as I said already, like I come away from that song just smiling, and it's just fun. Elle is clearly having an absolute blast with that song. He's just loving it, and especially that stuff that happens at the end. You know, oh, let me stick my love in your eye, baby, so you can see it coming. Woo-hoo! Like he's clearly just being ridiculous, and it's fun. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just have fun. Like music's supposed to be fun anyway, isn't it? For the most part, and this was fun. This is the most fun that I'm not sure Elle ever had more fun on a song than on My Heart Belongs to You. And I've heard plenty of El DeBarge songs. He tends to be the very serious, high tenor that gives us things like You Are My Dream, and he's amazing at it. That's the thing he does, and he does it better than anybody else. But it's nice to hear him having fun and spending time in his natural tenor too, which is kind of cool because we don't get a lot of that. So it's, yeah, I mean, the song is just fun. It's really fun. And if you think about it, like prior to that, there definitely was fun to be had on that second record, a bit of it anyway. Not on the first record. The first record, he sounds like he's just there to sing and nothing else. And it feels very much like Motown is trying to make a hit. They want a hit for him. And so they've gone in all the pop directions you can go in order to get one. That album is very, very pop. And it's got little flourishes of R&B, like Someone is R&B, Tata Vega's a nice touch. Just little bits of it here and there, but a lot of it's pop. Like Thrill of the Chase is just a bad song. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. It didn't fit Elle at all, and he sounded like he didn't like it. And Love Always is cool, I guess, but that's not really the Elle we want. I want my Elle with some R&B. So quite a bit of that record was kind of lost in the sauce. Lost Without Her Love is cool, but not because he sounds at home on it. It's a nice production, and the chords are nice, and it's a very sweet ballad, but it doesn't really sound like Elle's too terribly invested in it. He's trying to. He's doing the best he can under the circumstances, but it's not his. They basically, I think what happened is that Motown got wind of, because they released it, Who's Holding Donna Now, and they just decided to make a record full of Who's Holding Donna Now. That's what it feels like to me. And thus it's just not all that good. But by Gemini, it was much more him, and then by In the Storm, forget it. Like, it's such a great record. It's such a fun album. There's a lot of great stuff on that record. If you don't have it, you should have it. And I am going to get another copy of it because it is essential that I have it. So on that note, the rest of the video as originally recorded is now going to continue. Bye. Well, I mean, I'm not actually going by because you're about to see me again in a second, but you're going to see me from like 2 days ago. Anyway, enjoy. But the track is just incredible. I wish I knew where it charted. I know it didn't do well. And I don't know why it didn't do well. I don't know what was wrong with us in 1992, but for whatever reason, I mean, I did what I could. I went to Tower Records and I bought the 12-inch. And I didn't buy the album at the time, though. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. I should have. It's a good album. I've had it since. I have it now. But at the time, I didn't. Shame on me. Maybe I'm the problem. No, I can't be the problem because I bought the 12-inch. Anyway, now I'm rambling. But oddly enough, that's kind of going to do it for this episode of Slept On. I don't have anything else to say other than you need to listen to the In the Storm album. If you haven't heard it, it's streamable. You can stream it, but better would be if you bought the thing. I'm just saying, people don't buy things anymore. They stream them all the time. Yeah, I talked about that before on the channel too. But anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening to Elle's song, really, more than anything. Never mind me. I hope I could turn you on to something you hadn't heard before. If you liked the video, hopefully you did, and my endless repetition was okay with you, please tell me that you did. Hit the like button. I have other things like this, but they're better because I actually have more information on the other songs. Subscribe to the channel so you can find out. I have a Patreon. I generally I've always felt like Patreon was kind of the smarmy thing to do. But in this instance, it would really help me out if you would go take a look at it. My videos are as they are, and it's not like all of a sudden I'm going to start charging for them. That's not my thing. But I did have to replace a laptop in order to continue to make these videos. So if you could help me out, I would appreciate it. At least if you could go check it out and see if any of the rewards strike your fancy, or if you have like another idea for a reward, let me know. I'd love to hear it. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, the website. There's so much on the website, and the website is alive. It's very much alive, and there's a lot of albums there that you may not have seen before. Blank record labels. They're very cool. They come from all over the place. All kinds of things, ephemera, like old record ads, just all kinds of fun stuff at vinylalbumcovers.com. So go check that out too while you're at it. Clearly you had time to kill. Look where you are, right? But again, thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'm honored that you would give me any of your time on my little corner of the internet. But we'll go ahead and end this video now, and until we see each other in the next one, keep listening to great music.